Hello everyone and welcome back to some more Marvel Champions. We're up to scenario 3 of the Galaxy's Most Wanted and I am on a massive loss streak. The second of the 3 scenarios, which was the first form of the Collector, we'll be taking on the second form of the Collector today. That did not seem fun or fair in any way, shape or form. Drying, which was scenario 1, it was just kind of unlucky that we drew the encounter card from the standard set for making him scheme at just the worst possible time. I think we might have had it besides that. And I do plan to take on Drang again at some point in the future to get that legit win. The Collector, though, from last time, I don't see myself doing that again. That just did not seem fair. Unfortunately, although this is a different version of the Collector, a lot of the same encounter sets or modular sets are still included, so we're going to have a rough time again, I feel. And the gist here is the Guardians of the Galaxy have escaped the Collector, they have stolen the Power Stone, and now they're trying to escape his labyrinthian library. So you'll notice there's a lot of cards here. This is going to be confusing. I forgot to mention we had 1 credit after last time. There is no other card that costs 1 that I want, so we're banking it. So the Collector, we're playing standard, so it's A1 version. He does flip his card, but he does not have a second form. And when you flip his card, he's actually immortal. He cannot be killed. We're just escaping. The goal is to work our way through these to get out, because we're starting by trying to find the way through the labyrinth, then we're trying to find the Milano, or rather we're getting in the Milano and escaping while getting chased and then kind of getting away successfully. Because we're playing the scenario, we put in there is no escape in play to try and earn some victory points to earn some credits. The environment library labyrinth is in play, and let's see, for the encounter sets, you've got Escape the Museum, Galactic Artifacts from last time, Ship Command, which you're instructed to put to one side, so it's not being used currently. The standard encounter set and the Menagerie Medley, which is all those monsters from last time. So put the library labyrinth into play, set aside the ship command, and then boom, we start with the missing Milano. It starts with a massive 7 threat on it per player, but our goal is to clear it fully. Now I know what you're thinking, does that mean it's basically impossible because Groot is terrible at thwarting? Well, thankfully they thought of that. So the library, once per round, we can deal ourselves a face down encounter card, and we remove 5 threat from the main scheme. If we get him to his other side, we also remove some threat. So there is other ways, thankfully, because otherwise it'd be literally impossible. So, forced interrupt, when the last threat is removed from this scheme, advance to step 2A, the players win by advancing. However, if it hits the 11th threat on here, we lose. So there's going to be a lose condition on each one, but we are actually wanting to progress. So I think that about covers everything. The Collector, this version of him anyway, only has 8 health. He gets plus X scheme and attack, where it's equal to how deep in this pile we are, so it starts at 1 and goes to eventually 3, so you can eventually become a 4/4 model card, which is scary. But when he would be defeated, you remove 3 threat from the main scheme, flip him over, and he gets weak for, I think, just 1 round. So that about covers it, and let's go quickly look at Groot. Once again, even though it is not fit for purpose, particularly we're using Groot's pre-constructed deck with the 2 additional cards from last time that I purchased with the credits we've earned so far. Well, earned so far, and beyond that nothing different. As we progress through this mission though, we will eventually get back control of the Milano, assuming we live long enough to find it, and then that kind of comes back into play. So with that, after this quick word from my channel sponsor, we'll be back and getting started. This video is sponsored by Noble Knight Games. Check out the video description below for an affiliate link that will take you through to their store, and it will help me out as well. Thanks. And with that, we are back. I am shuffling it up, and we're going to be drawing 6. And I might heavily mulligan here to just try and have some upgrades in hand. Groot needs those upgrades, or it's just an awful time. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Lashing Vines is an upgrade. Hard to ignore. I am Groot. Deft Focus, Desperate Defense, Deft Focus. We're definitely going to dump that. Sorry, no, we're going to keep that rather. Dump these, dump these. We're going to dump all of those. I'm going hard on trying to find upgrades because I feel like that's the mistake I've been making. So we need to draw 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on. Good luck. Nope. Okay, par for the course. Let's get started. Well, with bad cards in hand, let's try and make this happen. 2 growth counters. Flip up to hero form. Just pop that on there. Then we are going to get rid of an Indomitable to equip Lashing Vines. We can exhaust 2 growth counters to ready Groot. Not my most idealist of upgrades, but hey, that's what we have. I'm going to hold on to Desperate Defense. And we're going to get rid of these two to pay for Fighting Fit, which is 5 damage because we're at or above full health. So that immediately puts Collector down to 3 health, but as I say, this version of him cannot die. So, I am going to make use of the Labyrinth, so we're going to get an encounter card, and 5 threat comes off the main scheme. With that, that's my turn. 1 card left in hand. We're drawing 4 on hero side. Come on, upgrades. Yes, well, not the one I want, but hey. Okay, we've got some upgrades. So, 1 threat on the main scheme. The Collector is attacking us for a total of 2 plus a boost card. I am going to play... I'll use Contingency Plan to pay for Desperate Defense and Defense. So we have 5 defense. If I take no damage, I re-ready. 1 boost, yep. So we fully block it, re-ready. And then 2 encounter cards. I have you now. When revealed, we're in hero form. You are stunned and the Collector attacks us. Jolly good. Right, there's the stun. He's attacking us. I will... I'll block it again. So I'm blocking for 3 against 2. 3. I've fully blocked it. That's good. And then this one. Servant Bot. We saw these last time. Can't hit the Collector while it's out. And it's got 3 health. That's okay. So for my next turn, I'm going to get rid of Dauntless and equip Vine Shield. When we're attacked, we can remove a growth counter to get +3 defense. So that's pretty good for being on the defensive, at least. We will try to attack to remove our stun. Do I want to do anything else? Yeah, I'll use the Labyrinth again to clear the missing Milano. And will I flip down? Let's see how much it starts with. So we've cleared this. It becomes Lost in the Museum. When revealed, put the set aside Milano support from the ship command encounter set into play under the first player's control. Alright, do you put the whole deck in the encounter set though? No, you do that when you get there. Okay, so we found the Milano, so we've seen this in scenario 1. That is now under my control, and I'm immediately going to tap it to equip Fertile Ground, which means my hand is empty. So let's see, we've got to get, if it gets to 15 we lose, and it starts with 11. Wow. Okay. So I'm going to have to let them attack me then, because that's way too much for it to have started with, unfortunately. Forced to interrupt when the last threat is removed from this, go to step 3A. Yeah, okay, so it's not got anything fancy on it besides that. So yeah, I have to stay in hero form and take the hits, unfortunately. So, we'll be drawing 5. And we get... I am Groot, Desperate Defense, Strength, Power of Protection, and that ends my turn. Technically I should have announced that I'd ended my turn before I drew my new hand, but, you know, whatever. So, 1 threat on the main scheme. The Collector is attacking us for a base of 3 now. I will use 1 growth counter and tap Vine Shield to have, how much? +3, so I'm 6 currently. Deal 1 damage to each character you control. Well, I fully block the damage from the hit, but unfortunately we still take 1 damage, and it's actually 2 because he's going to hit us, so we go down to 8. And then 2 encounter cards. Impossible Geometry. Baby Groot. Insight 1. When revealed, place 1 threat on the main scheme. That's 2 away from instantly failing. When revealed, you are confused. If you're already confused, nope, we are now confused. But Groot isn't exactly known for his thwarting. Ironically, because it's just been constantly screwing me this entire playthrough of Galaxy's Most Wanted, if this is the card that makes him scheme, we lose. Okay, it's another sentry bot. Servant bot, sorry. So, at least we didn't instantly fail. What I could really use is some card draw, because we have really good hands, but nothing to do with it, because I've got a bunch of energy with nothing to spend on except an attack that will currently do 1, because we have 1 growth counter, and I kind of want that for defense. So, yeah, we're just gonna have to. I'm have to do this because we'll lose if I don't. So sure, there we go. Remove 5. So yep, that has to happen. I'm tapped because I defended. So I'm going to get rid of the I am Groot, keep the rest of my hand, which is this, because I'm going to be using these on defense as well. I want these to spend on something. So we're only drawing 1. I am Groot. We can afford it, but it's not going to do anything. So anyway, that ends my turn. We ready everything up. And the pain begins. Let's switch that to a 3, and we'll just have the 1 there. So he's attacking us for a base of 1, 2, 3. And I will use up my last growth counter and Vine Shield to block. So we have a defense of 6. And he only hit for 3, so we fully blocked. But unfortunately, we then take 2 damage from these 2. And then 2 encounter cards. Caught off guard. Discard an upgrade or support you control. I will get rid of Fertile Ground, I guess. No, I'll get rid of Lashing Vines because it's not that useful. I feel like I am going to flip down it sooner or later, so Fertile Ground might be useful. Silent Ghosts. We saw these last time. We're confused, but I'm already confused, so it deals 1 damage. That is nasty. Very nasty. Alright, after I said I was using Desperate Defense, I totally forgot and used Vine Shield. It would have given me 5 defense, which still would have meant I fully blocked the collector, so I would have re-readied. So I'm just doing that, and I have 1 growth counter back, because I said I was using those, and then I just immediately forgot. So that's the situation we're actually in, with a hand that's no good, and is not great. So we're definitely going to have to flip down, because otherwise he's going to kill me. But first of all, or they will kill me, because there's so many of them. First of all, we'll use the Labyrinth, so we get an encounter card, we remove 5, and then we flip down. On the other side, I am going to recover for 4, back up to 9, and tap Fertile Ground, which is down here, which is put 1 growth counter on and draw a card. Oh, and we can use his power here, so actually we're getting 4. Oops. 4 plus a card. Starhawk. Well, that might be helpful. I kind of forgot his deck even had allies, to be honest. So, sure, we'll get Starhawk out. Pay for it with energy. So when he takes damage equal to his remaining hit points, you return him to your hand. So what you want to do is thwart, then attack. So we'll thwart with him. And remove 1 on the main scheme. I'm just utterly ignoring this. I want a win. So I'm just ignoring that. I'm going to discard. Actually, it might do lots of damage next turn. No, I'll hold on to it, actually. So we've got 2, and we're drawing 4. 4 we go. There we go. Brute Stomp, Genius. We are Groot, that's a heal if I need it, and hard to ignore. This could be bad though, because there's going to be a lot of scheming. So 1, he schemes for 3, 4. Take that away and put a 5 back. They are scheming for a total of 4. That's 6, 7, that is 12 of the 15 for a loss. So if either of these are the he schemes, we lose. Kind of getting sick of that happening, to be honest. Oh, it's the Badoon Headhunter. I forgot to mention he was back again. So that's, yeah, this is looking great. And then, Obedience Potion. Attached to your identity, you get -1 thwart, attack, and defense. Hero action, take 1 damage and spend 2 genius resources to discard this. Any player can do it. Yeah, that's... sure. So how's it going? It's going great, just so you know. Alright, let's start our turn by tapping Fertile Ground. Going up to 5, and then we'll put 2 more on before we flip to hero side again, because we basically have to fight, unfortunately. So we have a lot of counters, so there's that if nothing else. We'll tap the Milano for a wildcard resource to play We Are Groot to give ourselves a tough status card, so we'll just put that to 6 and put that away. Tough status card with a dog hair for extra luck. Then we will use the Genius card to pay for Root Stomp, 5 damage. If it kills an enemy, we get a growth counter. We will kill, how much is it? It's 5 damage. Let's get rid of the Psionic Ghost then. Psionic Ghost gone, and we get a growth counter, so we're back up to 7. can't do the double science to get rid of the obedience potion. Oh, it's -1 defense as well. Oof. But what we can do is spend 3 on I am Groot, remove threat from a scheme equal to the number of growth counters, which is 7. Do I want to just like... Because if I do the labyrinth thing and give myself an encounter card, we actually go to the last step. Yeah, I'll do it. Encounter card clears this. We go on to the Great Escape. Flip the library labyrinth. Museum ship. When the villain phase begins, choose to either exhaust the Milano to assign 2 threat per player indirect damage amongst players, or assign 3 indirect damage amongst players. That seems real bad. Okay, so we no longer have that get out clause. What else do we have to do? Place 1 acceleration token on the main scheme, shuffle the remaining cards from the ship command into the encounter deck. Wow! If it gets to 12 we lose. 5, 6, 7, 8 it starts with. We can exhaust the Milano to remove 3 threat from here. If there's no threat here we win. If the stage is completed we lose. And these cards need to get shuffled into the encounter set, and we can no longer use this for our easy get out. So this is going to be the hardest part for sure. I'll quickly go shuffle these cards into the encounter deck. Boy, this is a messy table, but we're not done yet. I have not finished my turn. Groot will try to thwart and lose that confuse. Eventually. There we go. That was a 6. We had 7. And Starhawk will attack. Actually, I should have attacked for 1. No. Give me that confuse back. Let him be confused. He's stupid. He will hit the Servant Bot for 1, and then Starhawk will hit him for 2. Get him out of there. And then because he took exactly enough damage, he goes back into my hand. Oh wait, I'm currently attack 0. Because it doesn't say to a minimum of 1. Oh no, I'm attack 2. Oh, that's... yeah, and he had 3 health. Yeah, okay, we're still good. We're still good. Even with the minus, we're still good. Alright, and then I'm ending my turn there with 1 card in hand, so I'm drawing 4. Root Stomp. Desperate Defense, Root Stomp, and Starhawk. Okay, 1 threat on main scheme. He is attacking us for 4 damage base. We'll just take that. I forgot I had Tough. It goes into play. But we take no damage because the Tough absorbs the hit. Then his minions are hitting me for a total of 2 damage. Oh no, 4 damage, because I guess that counts. I'll lose some growth counters off of that. So let's put that down to a total of 3 left. And we'll take no damage there. And then encounter cards. 1 we already had, and a new one. Oh, not you again. So it gets 1 poison counter on it. When I begin my turn I take 1 for each damage. I have to spend 3 resources of different types to get rid of it. I'll put this next to the compliance potion or whatever it's called. And then Power Siphon. When revealed, choose 1 to exhaust the Milano, spend those, or discard 1 card at random from my hand. I'll exhaust the Milano. Okay, we're still in this, but just barely. Oh, and I put 1 counter on there as well. Alright, as we begin, I forgot the museum ship should have happened when the villain phase immediately started, so I had to pick what to do. And because I didn't use the Milano, we have 3 damage coming in. I'm just going to clear the rest of my growth counters so that doesn't do any damage. So we're good to push on. And push on we shall. In what manner? Who knows? Well, we've got to try... I can't get rid of the poison this turn. I literally can't. I only have 2 resource types in my hand and we've tapped the Milano, so I can't. So, we will get rid of Starhawk and Deft Focus to play Root Stomp to deal 5 damage to an enemy. If I kill it, I get a growth counter. So let's get rid of that Psionic Ghost and get a growth counter out of it. That leaves me with Desperate Defense and another Root Stomp. I kind of want to keep both of those. And what else can we do? I will attempt to thwart with Groot, get rid of the confuse. Oh, when that Psionic Ghost came out, I should have taken 1 damage because I was already confused. So I'll apply that. That's damage I can ignore. And then that's it. That is my turn. I have to stay up because if he schemes, we're going to lose. So that's left in my hand, and we're drawing 3. In Defiance, Fighting Fit, Fruition. Needed those earlier, ideally, but 1 threat on the main scheme. Oh yeah, this should have untapped when I ended my turn. So I will exhaust the Milano, and that means we get 2 indirect damage to deal with. I'll just have to take that. And then he's attacking us, and what's my best bet here? Probably Vine Shield. Yeah, Vine Shield. So get rid of that growth counter. Our defense is 6. Versus he's a 4, 5, 6. We took no damage. So could certainly have been worse, but then we get hit for 2. And 1 more counter on there, so we're taking 2 damage at the beginning of my turn as well. That's great. And encounter card. Only 1 encounter card. I have you now. You are stunned and the collector attacks you. Great. Now I'm going to have to use... Oh no, I can't because I'm tapped. I defended. I think we're just going to die then. Oh, we are dead. Yeah, we are. Because he's hitting for a base of 4 damage. 5 in total, as it turns out. So he killed us. That's very fair, very balanced. Excellent. And when we start our turn, I take 2 damage from this. Yeah, that's... I mean, we almost made it this time. I'm amazed this made it out this imbalanced. It's ridiculous. Oh well, that's a loss. So that will be the one and only time I ever attempt that garbage. We're moving on. After the Guardians escape from the Collector, it's discovered that Nebula has actually stolen the Power Stone from them. So the next scenario, she crash lands, I guess, and we have to fight her. Hopefully in a much more balanced scenario, which is on any level fair. We didn't do anything to get credits there, I think, other than 1 just for moving on, so we'll have a total of 2. We didn't do the side thing. We didn't have anything in the victory display. We didn't kill the headhunter. We did not do anything. We did nothing. Yeah, so we have 2 to spend for next time. This is an appalling expansion. It is really bad. My friend who warned me about it was not kidding. Good grief. I don't even feel like it was that terrible. The cards that we got for Groot that time, it's just not fair. Too many things for 1 player to handle. Just, it's plain and simple. It's not built for true solo. Maybe if we were using Rocket and Groot together, maybe it'd be a little bit better. Have Groot like focus on damage and maybe Rocket try and build up his thwart or something. Especially because you lose the ability to move a lot of threat and it actually just becomes an active detriment when you escape. Like, you're taking a minimum of 2 damage per turn, 3 if you need the Milano, which you ideally want so that you can remove threat off here. And if you have this stupid thing that keeps turning up, you have to get rid of it because it keeps building up damage. It's just not fair. It's insanely not fair. And we didn't even see some of his worst cards. Like if this one here had been attached to him, extra encounter cards, and you need 3 resources to get rid of it. It's just not balanced. It's really poorly balanced. So we'll move on to Nebula and hope for better things. Next time after her is Ronin, and then this will be put on the shelf, except for trying Drang with a more applicable hero that'll have a better chance against them. But beyond that, nope. This one was a big nope. Hope you enjoyed watching either way. Thanks for doing so, and I'll see you next time for more. Ta-ta for now.